Hey guys, Mark here, and I've talked about scams a lot over the years, and I still have the same belief when it comes to scams, being scammed online. Let me turn this down. Being scammed online, online business opportunities that seem to be scamish or whatever they are. And I realize that there's a lot of hyped up nonsense out there. I realize there's a lot of people, a lot of marketers that make promises. That doesn't mean the business opportunity that they're presenting is a scam. I've made money in just regular business opportunities. I've made some money in multi-level marketing. I've made money in I made money in cash gifting. I've made money doing big ticket programs. You can generate income online in a variety of different ways. And out of all these businesses that I've ever been involved with, I can tell you that I've never once found a scam business, or I've never joined one. Let me say that. I have found one. It was a Ponzi scheme, and it was shut down by the FBI sometime back. And the deal is, and of course, I looked at it and I could see how it was structured, and I could say, oh, okay, that's a Ponzi scheme, because they were depending on the money coming in from new recruits to make their payouts to older recruits, and so you could see immediately what was going on there. And I don't know why so many people didn't. Other than that, a lot of people that initially got in were starting to make money. Just because you're making money doesn't mean it's not a scam. Okay, so how do I identify a scam? Well, simply put, normally I look at the business structure. If they have a product, now a product loosely translated for me, and this is my version, a product can be just about anything, but it has to have some sort of value. But it can be an idea as well, but it does have to have some value. You have to be able to sell it or the idea as a standalone product. Okay. Now, if you attach some sort of network marketing model to it, or some sort of referral marketing model to it, it doesn't change the business. It doesn't change the fact that there's a product or a service or something of value that you can sell, okay, to somebody else. If you want to know what a scam is, just look at IRS. That's a scam. The Federal Reserve. That's a scam. Okay. If you want to look at some of these business models, and you can throw some models my way, I don't care. If you want me to analyze them and look at them, I don't care. I'll look at them. But almost everything that you see is probably sort of a legitimate business. Now, the question is it a good business for you? Is it a good fit for you? Well, I think the network marketing model is a good business model. But let's face it, half the people, well, more than half the people, about 97% of people aren't going to be able to be successful in that business model. And the question is why? Why wouldn't they be successful? And the answer is because it really relies on being able to develop some pretty sophisticated salesmanship and sales skills. Now, you'll have people all day that'll sit there and tell you that you don't have to sell anything. Oh, you don't have to sell this business or blah blah blah. And that's just, sorry about that. I'm just trying to get comfortable. That's just not true. Whenever you go out there and they always have you make a list of your family and friends, and you go through that list pretty quick. Okay. And I think for most people, I think they must use that family and friends thing as just the training for the next, for your next deal, where you're actually making cold contacts and you're selling to those folks. So I don't particularly see that as I've never seen that as a good way to build a business by attacking your friends and family. I think it's really kind of stupid, really. And then a lot of those companies, won't let you do any other kind of alternative advertising. It's against their policies. And so a network marketing business model, I think for the most part, probably not for most people. So what about some sort of direct marketing? Well, once again, you really need some pretty serious sales skills to be able to do that. And some people can do it and some people can't. Most people cannot. So we can look at affiliate marketing. Now that's something where if you can, the skill set really is a little bit different. You're still in sales, but it's not one-on-one, face-to-face sales. It's more ad copy. You really got to be pretty good at ad copy. And if you want to learn how to do that, really check out a lot of Dan Kennedy's information out there. He's probably the king of copywriting, or ad copy. And so you could go out there and you could learn to do that. And those are skills that you can learn to do. And there's some other alternatives out there too for generating income. All kinds of passive methods that you can use. And people are always talking about a system. Hey, all you got to do is put the system together. Well, then you have to learn how to put all that stuff together. Okay? But I will say that that's probably the number one and easiest way to get going. And the reason why is because you can set up some sales systems, and your level of expertise when it comes to ad copy isn't as necessary, I guess. I mean, you still have to have some sort of ad copy, but your ads, in terms of your actual ads and the ads on your opt-in page, the wording on your opt-in page is a little bit different. You don't have to have something so, you don't have to sit there and convince the masses. When you learn a couple of skills, and I'm talking about really developing an audience, really learning how to find your niche audience, and then you combine that with creating content that has a little bit of ad copy in it, I guess. But as long as you find that market and you're trying to create content for that audience, the content that audience is already craving makes it a lot easier. Okay, and so those are the type of skills that I think that most people need to be learning, because you're not necessarily ever going to be a super salesperson. You may get pretty good at it, and a pretty good salesperson is still going to make a lot of money. But when you really learn how to develop systems, which I think just about anybody can do, then you're going to be able to put these systems in place, and you're going to be able to get out there and get it going. And for example, if I send people to an opt-in page, and now how am I going to send them to an opt-in page? Well, I might do it through a video. I might make a quick video just saying, hey, if you're looking to make more money online, you really have to check this out. This isn't a scam. This is the real deal. Come and check it out, blah, blah, blah. And I've just made a sales video like that just a couple of days ago, and I'm about to put it out there. And I expect that video to do 35 to 45% opt-in rate. But mainly the high rate is coming from the fact that I've identified the audience that I'm going to be marketing that video to. That's really the key there. It's not about, you're not going to just start promoting it to anybody and everybody. You're going to do your research, and you're going to find the demographic that fits for you. And that's the thing that you really need to look at. So I don't, once back to scams, there's very little business scams out there. Let's take a big ticket program, okay? There's a lot of big ticket programs out there right now where the marketers are really hyping things up, talking about how much money they make, talking about how little they work, showing you money on videos and whatnot. Guess what? Those business opportunities, those business models, they work. They do work. They're not, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that they do not. But once again, you have to have a little bit of a salesmanship, a little bit of a skill set when it comes to sales. But it is something that you could develop over time, and you can definitely develop the systems. And then it's like what I do. whenever I do my big ticket programs, what I typically do is I will typically have some opt-in pages, and then I will have a presentation, and then I will actually have another filter. And it is a filter. I'll have an application that I want people to go through to go for that. But I also do something a little bit different than most people. I do I do everything through the back end. And what I mean by that, I'm not talking about back end sales necessarily. What I'm talking about is I generally will offer up something for free. I'll offer up free training. And it's like the program that I'm about to launch here in January. Hopefully it's going to be January. It is a complete course. It's going to be a course A to Z. It's going to be at a very basic level so that just anybody can get started. It's going to the cost is insignificant. The cost to get going is very insignificant. The actual training is free. But that's what I do. I like to show people, I like to get people involved in the training, and then I can get them involved in the business opportunity. But in this case, it's more to teach them how to promote and market. Now, what's my end game? Because there is an end game here. So what's my end game? Okay, well, my end game is to create an army of people that really understand how to market this stuff. And of course, I'm going to market my big ticket program to that group too. Okay, and I expect my conversions to be at a higher rate because those folks are going to know how to market. They're already going to be generating income with the initial program. And once you learn how to generate income online, the sky's the limit. You can go to a big ticket program, and you can go from there. So it's kind of an overall philosophy of how I promote. And initially what I do is I offer the free training, and I show people and I don't hold back anything in my training. I show you exactly everything that I do, from setting up an opt-in page, whether or not, what kind of a box to put in there. Do I need to put a name box and an email box? How do I need to do this, go about this? And so that's typically what I will do. I will show you exactly how I do these things. And then I will also show you exactly how I go out there and advertise. For example, I'll show you exactly where I go to advertise. I'll show you the solo ads that I use. I'll show you the solo ad providers that I use, the whole 9 yards. So, I know that some things out there seem like a scam, but they're really not. It's really a matter of, like, for now, I really think it's probably better to be genuine. Just be an honest guy. Just be, or gal, don't want to be sexist here. But I mean, it's just really about being honest with people and genuine with people. And people will relate to you, and some people will not relate to you. So it's really not that big of a deal. But anyway, guys, with that said, I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. I'm out of town this week, so I'm out at the hotel. So just wanted to make this quick video and talk to you about some of these things. And hopefully you're going to be interested enough to subscribe and hit the like button. And also, you're going to be interested enough to stick around and see what I've got planned for January, because I think a lot of you are going to be really interested in this. So guys, with that said, take care, have a great day. I'll see you at the top. Boom.